Hello. In this video I'm going to talk about an update to Jackrabbit's Range Hunter. I have it loaded here at the 30-minute candlesticks so that we can see the high and the low and the transition points that have taken place. This is before Black Thursday, after Black Thursday. So you see just how drastic things have changed over the period of time. Now, Range Hunter in this current configuration does exceptionally well with shorts, but not so well with longs. That's what this update is going to address. It's how to actually configure it for long positions. Now, taking a look at this chart, the high is about 12,330 and the low is about 3,760. So I have configured Range Hunter with those values. Now I'll get into the settings. Okay, and I set it to 12,000 and 3,700. Okay, come back here. So 12,000 for the maximum boundary, 3,700 for the minimum boundary, the complete range of the high and the low. Now I'm going to enforce my boundary over the auto detection system. And it's going to take a few minutes to scan the new data. Now remember, at maximum duration, it has 5,000 candlesticks to analyze. Okay, now that it has reloaded, you see here the boundaries that go above 12,000. It adjusts automatically. But now we begin to see the channels necessary for long positions. And that's the biggest thing that we want to be aware of with respect to Range Hunter's long position analysis. Also notice Range Hunter avoided the entire Black Thursday mess. So for short positions it can be useful, but for primarily long positions it can be invaluable. So that's what today's update is about. Both the visual script and Jackrabbit have been set up with these new configurations. If you use the set boundary, you can set the high and the low boundary you want. Now, if those boundaries are exceeded, Range Hunter will automatically adjust, as you see here. When the values drop back down to below the Range Hunter settings, those will kick back in as the maximum and minimum positions appropriately. Now, Range Hunter can be used very nicely on crypto and on stocks. Let's load up a stock and we'll see. Okay, first we simply erase our existing Now let's go to AT&T. Now we wait for it to load. Okay, we click on stock. Gonna take forever to load again. Alright, now finding AT&T that way. So let's go the other way. See if we can find it. Alright. Alright, let's just see if we can find something. I'm just not having any luck here. So let's just bring up a list and see what it has to offer. Okay, you can't even get that to occur. Oh well. Guess we'll do it the hard way. As you can tell, the mathematics between both of them being loaded is definitely affecting my tablet. It's slowing it down severely. I am just not having any luck here at all today. Okay, finally. Now let's see if I can pick something that's got a long duration. Let's take a look at this one. It's been around for a while, so hopefully it'll load and we'll get an idea of its range. Now, of course, Range Hunter has to be configured for each individual setting. That's important about Range Hunter, is it cannot be used as a one-stop shop all for every single asset you work with. Each asset must be individually configured. And the easiest way to do that is just to turn it off, and it will show you the boundaries that it automatically selects based upon the asset's own high and lows. So let's come in here, we'll turn this off. Okay, and we'll let it load. now it's reloading using its auto range detection. And here we go. So the high is about $22. The low looks to be about $6, maybe $5. So we'll use 5 to 25 is the range. That should give us a fairly accurate view of this asset. So let's change the range appropriate to this asset with a maximum boundary of 25 and a minimum boundary of 5. Now we'll turn it back on with these new figures. Now something about these figures is you can also use the 52-week high and low. And that gives you a pretty good range to work with where you're not always constantly tinkering with the numbers. Here we are. It's reloading. Okay. Now you see a complete look of the asset all the way up to Black Thursday. You'll see that it crossed the number 2 boundary several times. And then it reached its minimum area. So you get an idea of the full range of this asset. And if you move to longer views, you can see it in terms of longer ranges on how the asset as a whole is doing. Now it's important to remember that when you're setting your alerts, to be able to look for these small changes appropriate. And you'll see here where the high for a while was $40. And then you'll see the channel changes in the price action as it's moved with the appropriate changes. So Range Hunter is definitely something you want to take a look at if you're looking for just channel stuck assets to scalp for the short run, or if you're looking for something that's doing a rapid amount of moving for volatility. Range Hunter can definitely highlight these issues, both in the long and in the short positions. Until next time.